Okay, the FSB Upsell Multiplier. What you're about to learn is nothing short of amazing. Okay, when we first discovered this, when we first stumbled onto this, it was actually while reading a psychology article in one of the leading nation's leading psychology magazines, newsletters. Okay, and it was a study that was done that led to us doing an experiment, which led to phenomenal results. All right, this is one of those things that you're going to have to test. Isolate the test. You're going to try it with your product or service first without changing anything else. And if you see a drastic increase in the type of packages or products sold, then you know that it's working and you're kicking butt. Through setting up some campaigns, we received some extremely high conversion rates. If I told you the percentages, you wouldn't even believe me. So I'm just going to let you see the power of this for yourself. And we owe it completely to this tactic that you're about to learn, which is what we call the FSB, the Faster, Smarter, Better Upsell Multiplier. Okay, this newsletter, this article, I should say, was reviewing a book that recently was released. It was been some time ago, and the book was called Predictably Irrational: The Hidden Forces That Shape Our Decisions by Dan Ariely. Okay, now Ariely is a university researcher, and he has amazing passion for the way the mind works and trying to discover what makes it tick, and why we decide to make the choices that we do, particularly when it comes to like buying things and buying decisions. Now, the article outlined how in the book Ariely explains that we often buy specific items because we're able to compare and contrast the price and attributes of that item relative to another item, but a slightly different one. So one example that was used to point this out, and I'll give you a variation of it to illustrate the point. Imagine that you're trying to decide where to take your family for a summer vacation, which island, okay? And your choice is down to either Jamaica or the Bahamas, okay? Two common choices that people have to make the choice between. All right, you browse through the travel magazine, and you see 3 ads all next to each other, and they look like this. Okay, we have Jamaica. We had St. Thomas. We're going to change that to Jamaica. So we have a hotel in Jamaica, free breakfast. With free breakfast, $19.50. Okay, for however many days that is. Should be a good while for that much. Hotel in Bahamas with free breakfast, $30,000 previously, $2,500. Hotel in the Bahamas without a free breakfast, $2,500. Okay, the prices of the three are pretty comparable. And if you think logically, obviously the Jamaica with the free breakfast and Bahamas with the free breakfast would be the better deal. So it would be between the two, right? And just because the price is similar, there's no real way to split it up and make a decision other than the price of the Jamaica being cheaper, right? So you think. In reality, what happens is that the third option here, the hotel in the Bahamas, without a free breakfast, it acts as sort of a decoy to make the hotel in the Bahamas with the free breakfast look better than the hotel in Jamaica with the free breakfast. You see, suddenly the hotel in Jamaica is isolated. There's nothing to compare it to. You don't know if that's a good deal or not for Jamaica, for a Jamaican hotel. But because you have 2 hotels there in front of you in the Bahamas to compare, and because one of them has more benefits than the other, then the choice becomes really, really simple. And you choose the hotel in the Bahamas with the free breakfast for your family vacation. Especially now that you see that this price was recently reduced. Okay? It's just the way that the mind ticks. You feel as though you can compare to something now, and you see you're getting the better deal here. This is because the Bahamas vacation with the breakfast was anchored to another slightly worse offer. All right, and is this slightly worse offer, this kind of offer on a diet, if you will, as Ariely refers to the decoy offer, it sets up the stage for your choice. This is going to be very important as we learn how to implement this idea that we stumbled on how to apply it to internet marketing into the sales page in order for you to enjoy ridiculously profitable upsell conversions. I'm talking about upsells that the numbers go out the window of what typical internet marketers see. Once you start tailoring this tactic here, this psychological mind play, if you will, and you tailor it to your internet marketing conversion and your upsell offer, the results are going to be staggering. Now, before we get into exactly how to apply this, I want to show you one more example. This example has been around for decades. Okay, it's really old, and you probably have already seen it, but it emphasizes the point of this same hotel example. Which inner circle is bigger? Take a good look at them. Okay, take a good look at the two sets of images that you see. Now, with a quick glance, it appears as if the blue circle to the right is smaller than the one that's on the left, if you look at it. But in actual fact, they are identical. All right, it's the anchoring of the smaller circle. You see the smaller circle and the large circles around it. I should say they're both the same size, but it's the anchoring of the circles around it, the size of the circles around it. So you see smaller around this one here and the larger around this one. That association is what leads to make you believe that the blue circles in the middle appear relatively different. I mean, that's absolutely crazy. If you don't believe me, you can grab your ruler and measure them, pause the video, but they're the exact same size. As we saw this article, okay, Dan and we eventually read Dan Ariely's book, we instantly saw the potential that can be applied to internet marketing, to the internet marketing world. I mean, the potential here is staggering. You may have an upsell product already in place if you've gone through and you've built your funnel the way we've showed you how to, but there's a better, much more natural, far more effective way to upsell your customers into expensive, high-ticket items. All right, this is the high-ticket back-end products that can really add some power into your sales funnel. An element of high profitability. All right, what this does is it allows you to spend more money on acquiring customers, because you know that the lifetime value of the customer is going to be so high, because you know a certain percentage of those prospects are going to turn into customers, and a certain percentage of those customers are actually going to, a large percentage of those customers are going to take you up on this crazy upsell offer that's so compelling that they'll have to go with the higher option. So let's talk about why this whole thing works. You know, why does this formula work? All right, before we jump into the actual fun part of creating your own upsell multiplier, your own FSB multiplier, you really want to pull back the curtain and get into more of the why. Okay, we believe that understanding the theory behind the technique is fundamental to you knowing just how to implement and profit from it. You may make little tweaks to it here and there, but fundamentally, if you understand why it works, you'll be able to use it in just about all areas of your business and services, no matter what you set up from here on. This little multiplier trick, this FSB conversion tactic here, it's so effective for one reason. Human beings are hardwired to respond to relativity. All right, people feel much more comfortable with something if they can, relate to it or compare it or can contrast it to something else, relative to a similar subject, or even a similar sort of object. There's absolutely nowhere that this trait of ours is highlighted more than when it comes to making purchasing decisions. Okay, if you're going shopping and you see a single item and it's on its own with no competition, nothing to compare it to, then at the basic level you won't be entirely sure how to measure its value. All right. However, if that same item was sitting next to something similar, yet perhaps slightly more expensive object, then suddenly the first one seems like a pretty good deal. Okay? Hey, this one looks like almost like the same one, but it's way cheaper. Or that one looks like it's bad quality, but this one looks like it's good quality, and it's only slightly more expensive. What a deal. That's the type of thinking that someone has in their head. So as you can see, it works both ways, whether you're considering upgrading to a more expensive option or downgrading to the cheaper one. All right? And it's the way in which this whole relativity thing works with upgrading that we as information product publishers and as internet marketers are highly interested in, because if you present multiple offers to your prospect in a relative way, you can craft the individual offer in a way that'll make them take a premium, upgraded, upsell option. So to summarize, with the FSB multiplier in effect, with the multiplier upsell, you're simply making your most expensive upsell offer look like it's by far the best value, while at the same time you're adding in a decoy offer that makes the price tag irrelevant. So we're going to get into that in a little bit deeper in the next section. But I just wanted to give you a general overview of why it works so that you can further understand that why you're applying it instead of just following blindly. Okay, so to roll this out, to implement the FSB Upsell Multiplier, now you've heard about why it works and the theory behind the mechanics behind it, and we can actually go out and go on about creating sort of an information product, selling a product in a way that to take advantage of this tactic. If you don't have an informational product, you can introduce one into your business. I don't care what business you're in. And we discussed this earlier. If you sell pool installations, you can sell an informational product on how to save money with your pool installations, or how to clean your pool and save thousands of dollars a year, or how to do anything with the pool or the backyard, or how to rent your pool out to someone to do swimming lessons and pay for the cost of the pool. I mean, you just have to get creative, but people want the information regarding any product. So if you don't have an information product, make sure you have one, because this tactic is just too powerful and it's too easy to apply with the informational products. Now, you can do this with a physical product as well by adding real life bonuses and things like that. But I really want you to get a feel for it first with some sort of informational product, service, something that has a low cost to deliver. Okay, it doesn't take much to actually manufacture it. Now, as it applies to internet marketers, the simplest way to think about this entire FSB upsell multiplier is as if it's one big order button. Picture one square order button split up into different sections, okay? And it's designed to upsell your customer into a higher priced product than they normally would have purchased. All right, so when you insert a multiplier into your sales letter, you're essentially you'll be using it to kind of replace your traditional add to cart button. You know, the orange add to cart button that we're all familiar with. You'll be replacing that with your FSB upsell multiplier. Okay, and we're going to show you an example of a sketch of what one of these will look like, and I'll you can customize yours to fit whatever the suit of your site is, the template of your site, or whatever your color scheme is. There's not a particular color that works better than another. It's the general process behind the actual mechanics behind the multiplier that makes it work. So let's break this thing down and look at the components that make it work and what you need to do for each one. All right, there are two ways that you can focus on contrasting the offers and making the premium upsell option seem like the best deal for your product. All right, and there's on the screen, as you can see, your price, and you can use benefits. All right, price is the easy one. Having relative prices is the simplest way for the human mind to judge the value of a particular offer. So when it comes to upselling your info products, here's what you do. As we said, you want to present your product with 3 separate offers, not 2, not 4, 3. All right, don't worry, you'll understand exactly why it has to be 3 a little bit later in this video. But in doing this, you're going to have 3 phases. The first offer is going to be sort of the cheap offer. This is probably what you're currently using as your entry-level product, some type of ebook or something like that, and it's going to have a relatively low price tag. All right. The second offer is going to be an upgraded version of the first offer, yet it's also going to act as a decoy for the third offer. So this is going to have a relatively high price tag. All right. The third offer is going to be your premium upsell option. This is the one that you want people to take. So this is where you add massive value, far more than the first 2 offers. But and here's the trick that really makes it work. You price it almost the same as the second offer. Okay? So you may be saying, well, how can I do this? How can I justify having the same price for offer 2 right here and offer 3, which is the mega offer with everything, dumped into it. Simple. All you need to do is you can have the second offer at a regular price and the third offer at its regular price, and then you have a little slash and show that the third offer was discounted, just like we showed with the Jamaica and the Bahamas offer earlier. Okay? Or you can have the third offer at some, the same upfront cost, and so say this one's $100 and this one's $100, but this one comes with a lot of stuff. You can have it the same upfront cost, but maybe offer 3 has a monthly price that's ongoing. So we'll go over some examples to make sure you understand this. So your basic FSB upsell multiplier can look like this. You can have offer 1 at $50, offer 2 at $90, and offer 3 was $150, but now it's just $90. Or it could look something like this. Your offer 1 is $50, your offer 2 is $90, which is just a decoy, and then you have offer 3, which has so much more included with it, which is also $90 plus $29.95 a month. All right. So now you see how the pricing portion of the FSB upsell multiplier works. All right. Now you can add the irresistible kicker, the benefits. All right. Obviously, each different option will offer different benefits to the prospect. With offer 1 having limited benefits, offer 2 having slightly more benefits, and offer 3 having the most. That's how it works. I mean, that's pretty much straightforward. But it's not really what you offer in each option. It's the way you compare and contrast the difference between each one. All right. You really want to make the prospect believe that your expensive offer, which is offer number 3, offers far more value than offer number 2. And so if it cost the same price, they'd have to be crazy not to take you up on it. And you want it to be a complete no-brainer. And offer number 3 should also offer so much more value than number 1 that the price difference between 1 and 3 is nullified. All right, so the difference between the 50 and the 90 would be absolutely, it wouldn't even matter once you see how much value that number 3 would have with it. Now you set this up by adding way more tangible and intangible value into your premium offer, all right? And you also do it by making the benefits of the upsell options seem far more superior to their counterparts in the cheaper options. That's the main idea anyway. So for a more detailed explanation of the actual benefits, in the next portion of the video, we're going to show you actually how to go about creating the upsell packages. And I'll show you that not only exactly what you can offer to create the high-end upsell type of packages, but it'll also show you how to compare and contrast each of the different offers so that the most expensive one will be the obvious choice for your customers. So let's take a look at one of these. This is just a rough example of what your order button can look like. Remember, the whole thing is going to be one big order button. And here we go. All right, you have the bronze with your benefits here, the FSB bronze, and then you have the total value list, the value of the package, something higher here at $99. Then you have FSB silver, total value, all the benefits listed here, and then $129.95. Then you have the FSB gold. All the benefits here the benefits will be poured on right here. Enormous total value. You can put that in there. And then you see that it's priced at $199 plus $49 a month. You have a cross out and say today's special is $130. So now they're comparing the silver and the gold and seeing that the tremendous value in the gold. And you could even put a little / here and say plus $30 a month or something like that. All right, this would all be on the upsell order page, except it would be in a graphical format for the sales letter. So you have 3 boxes, and this functions as one big order box. So where most sales pages have one order button, and they have one option for people, with the FSB multiplier upsell, you're going to have multiple offers to upsell your prospects into. But even still, that's just upselling 101. The real power of this multiplier upsell is how you're able to present different offers based on the relative price and the benefits, okay? The icing on the cake is the way you anchor option 2 here, which would be the silver, with option 3, which would be the with option 3. For example, What does an FSB upsell and multiplier look like? Well, the silver could have, this is the actual benefits they could possibly have. An ebook, a tutorial, a help desk, and a package will be valued at $120 and it's priced at $90. This is just an example. Then the gold, it could have everything that was in the silver plus a video tutorial, strategy guide, and a webinar. And a package value will be $250, but it could be $125. Okay, and then for the platinum, you'll have everything that was in the gold plus everything, everything in the gold, which has the silver as well. The Insiders Club, one-on-one coaching, access to our team, the coaching, personalization, valued over $500, and then you can say it's $199 plus $59 a month. But today's platinum special price is $125 plus $20 a month, whatever. So now they're comparing that. With the gold, and it's just a no-brainer. The platinum, you'll get more platinum sales here than silver. When really, the other one was here just as a decoy. You just really wanted to sell the 125 anyway. But now they have something to compare to, okay, to see the value. That is magic, folks. The conversions go through the roof when you do this. People have something to compare your highest upsell offer with, and then they go with that. It's just the way that it works, all right? So try this with your sales process. The results will blow you away. Create your 3 separate offers. All right. Focus on adding massive value into the most expensive option that you have. Choose a price point that you feel comfortable with, and then setting option 1 about 30% to 50% cheaper than option 2. Okay. Option 1 should be 30 to 50% cheaper than option 2. And then set option 3 at the same price as option 2. All right? Then all you need to do is go into your ClickBank or PayPal or whatever system you decided on using and create 3 different checkout options for the 3 options that you're presenting. When you're ready to put these options on your website, just use GIMP at GIMP.com, or go into the actual Photoshop if you have it, and create a graphical image that that displays these 3 options in a vertical format. Just like you saw here, but you can change it. You don't have to make each box brown. Bronze, silver, and gold. You could have the white background with the border around it. You could use arrows just like you would with a regular checkout section. Except you're going to have 3 options right there stacked on top of each other. It's just important that they're either stacked or they're side by side in horizontal boxes. The boxes work really well, and we found the highest conversions from the vertical stacked boxes, as you see here. If you don't feel comfortable with it, just sketch it out using your paint in your mouse, not your actual paint. I'm talking about the program paint on your computer, and send that rough sketch to someone on Fiverr or Elance for one of your outsourcers to have them just do a quick design that's compelling with the actual arrows and everything, and have them design that for you that you can, and then send you the files. Tell them to send you the source file, the PSD file it's called, so that you can edit it yourself later. We've tested it, and text works text works just as well. So you could go and just create 3 paragraphs. All right. So instead of having 3 boxes, you could have a paragraph and then the price, paragraph price, just bold, and make sure there's some clear separation. And if you do that, it won't harm your conversions either. Then all that's left is to insert that graphic or the text, if you decided to go that route, in place of the regular old order button, and add in the checkout links that you went over and created in PayPal or ClickBank or 2Checkout or whoever you're using, and then you're done. You sit back and you just watch as the magic happens. Enjoy this crazy, powerful upsell conversion as they come in. The conversion rates are going to just strike you as you're going to wish you did this a long time ago. Especially those of you who already started with your partners or with your free traffic tactics, and you're getting a decent sales in your funnel, or maybe you don't even have an upsell product yet. All right. And you found this just at the right time to go and really ramp up your profits. Don't overcomplicate this process, okay? Treat this FSB multiplier upsell as a glorified big order button, all right? Just treat it as a powerful order button. don't make it more complicated. It's an order button that gives 3 different options. That's all it is. But the simplicity, don't be fooled by its simplicity thinking that it won't work, because what it can do for your conversions for the upsell product is ridiculous. Okay, now a lot of you may have the question of, well, how am I going to create upsell packages? Maybe you just have one ebook. That's your product line. You have one ebook and you don't have 3 packages, and that's fine. What you want to do is take your overall information product that you're selling and turn it into a system. Break that system up into smaller pieces. Maybe your current ebook has one core component and 3 or 4 complementary elements. So take those 3 or 4 elements and separate them from your core module. Then you create a bonus manual with each of them. Okay. Secondly, you've got one core guide plus, after you do this, you're going to have one core guide plus 3 or 4 bonus manuals. Now you withhold those bonus manuals from the cheaper one and only offer them as upsell offers. You see what you've done there? So now you've taken an ebook and you've broken it down to a system that has more meat to it. Secondly, you want to add a little bit of what marketers call insurance, okay? Insurance on the purchase. And this is where you add elements to your offer that reassure your prospect that it makes them feel safe about buying your info product. All right, and it's some of the things that we're going to show you here that you can do this in an instant, because it doesn't take much from you other than the promise that you're going to deliver. The insurance elements are completely intangible. For example, you can offer right here, as you see second on the list, email support. All right, people really like to have their hand held when it comes to new techniques and ideas. So why not offer them personalized support service? Simply saying, I'm there for you if you need me, and that adds a tremendous amount of value to the offer, to whichever offer that you're trying to plump up. Now, if you're worried about spending all day answering emails, don't worry. The majority of your customers won't actually use this service. They'll simply feel confident having it as an option there on the side. And the more confident they are, the more likely they are to implement what you're teaching them in the form of a guide. So this has tremendous benefits for the long-term success of your info product, and you could even outsource this part if you liked. Now, this is even more powerful if you offer something boring like standard help desk support to your basic customers. Then, when they see that they can get personalized one-on-one email access, if they become a premium upsell member, this adds to the price. Just think, they say that the bronze edition comes with help desk support. That's what it says. But then you see in the platinum or the diamond or whatever you want to call it, your highest upsell, it says one-on-one access, email access to me personally to answer your questions. Just there, that intangible offering adds tremendous value to your highest product. And this is a great technique that very quickly separates the different options and the different offers. And plus, you don't have to do anything else to create it. You just say that it'll be there and for certain members, and do they want to take advantage of it, and then that's it, and the value is added. You could also offer, as you see here on the first one on the list, a private members community. And this could be simply a forum for your members, so people feel safe in numbers. People want to be in groups. They want to be in tribes. Okay? It's a great book out there, by the way, called Tribes. If you haven't read it, check it out, and you'll see what I mean. But people feel safer in numbers, so give them the community where they can interact and create a synergistic effect with other customers. That's where they feel most comfortable. Under the same token of safety, why don't you try offering an extended guarantee? It baffles me why many marketers don't use this more than they should. It's been around for decades in the offline world. Offering people the option to upgrade to more extensive warranties and guarantees for a small fee. There's no reason why you can't do the same thing with an info product. Try offering them a 30-day guarantee for the basic product and a 60-day guarantee for the premium product. Even without all the other extras, you could add into the premium offer that it's already going to be looking, you do this and it's going to be looking a lot more attractive than the other offers without you having to do anything else. So why not just go for it and add that too? Give them a premium. Throw in there a 90-day or full 1 year if you really feel confident about your product. 365-day guarantee for all platinum members. How about that? Now that really sets it apart. Okay? Add some video if you want. Video is the rage right now. Everywhere you look, products are being converted from ebooks. Okay, they're all video now. You're even watching this video. And even most sales letters these days seem to be using video only. So instead of just, scraping through, your PDF ebook and going video only with your info product and just saying, you know what, I'm scrapping this thing and I say forget it. I'm not gonna do the ebook thing anymore. PDF is done. I'm going with video only. Instead of going that route, why not do both? All right, it's a lot more profitable having an ebook, that is a cheap option, and then have the ebook plus the videos as one of the upsell options. You don't need to create a whole new product in the videos. All you're going to do is simply restate what you've taught in the ebook and let your customers watch over your shoulder as you do it live on camera. Show them how to do your gardening if you're doing it, or if it's a resume product. Show them how to craft the proper resume on camera. We're using the screen capture tools that we gave you earlier. All right. Try to make the videos, and it'll add a tremendous amount of. Can you imagine comparing the silver with no video with the gold or the platinum, whatever it is, with the videos plus the 365-day guarantee plus the one-on-one coaching plus the members area? You didn't have to do anything extra other than the videos, and it's already stacking up, showing the tremendous value of that actual premium upsell package. Try adding a monthly membership. Okay, this is huge. It's obviously not easy to create, this type of upsell benefit as some of the others that you see above this one, but it can just this one brings it home. Because if you can do this, you're going to add tremendous value in the eyes of your customers. Product updates, new techniques, the latest tricks and tips, interviews, all that stuff. Anything you can think of, you can add into the monthly membership. And you could even take all of these other type of insurance elements that we were talking about and combine them under the one umbrella and use that as the monthly membership benefit. All right, so the membership comes with the private members community, the email support, the extended guarantee, and then the update videos that come out. All right, you can kind of put them all under one encompassing thing as the monthly membership. Another thing you can add is the We'll Do It For You service. I see this a lot online now, and this is another big one. Just like monthly memberships, and again, I'm amazed that there's more people in the internet marketing arena that aren't using this. Basically, if you're teaching people how to complete a certain task, if you're teaching people how to do something, all right, if you're teaching them how to build AdSense websites, if that's your product, okay, why don't you offer to simply do it for them if they upgrade to the premium offer, if your premium offer is priced high enough? So, for example, for the AdSense sites, let's say for extra $200, you'll use your technique yourself and build them an AdSense site for the premium. So maybe the premium offer, the platinum option, let's say it costs them $297. All right, and the regular product, which would be just an ebook, the bronze, costs $47. So for $297, you're going to give them a ready-made AdSense website, plus the videos, plus the upsell guarantees, plus the one-on-one coaching, plus the membership, plus 365 days a year that they can have to return the product. All of that will be included. The value would be enormous, okay? If you can really try to incorporate some sort of monthly subscription, some continuity in your upsell, okay? Let me tell you about continuity for a minute. The continuity element is you not having to go out and make more sales each and every month, okay? Because you're already setting a big worm on that hook to get your customer in, all right? And you're not tricking them. You're offering tremendous value. So by them choosing the option that you're guiding them to with the decoys, they're already getting a great deal. They're getting a great offer. You're providing tremendous value. Why not add the continuity element to it, the monthly membership, so that now not only have they agreed to pay you more money, but now you're going to have some monthly residual income coming in for each and every customer that takes you up on the upsell. All right. Now you have money rolling into your funnel on autopilot. Now you've instantly just sent the value of this asset that you've been building throughout this whole faster, smarter, better experience. You've just sent that value. You've up almost 100%. Okay, because now that it has a continuity element in it, you have automatic income regardless if you make another sale or not. You're going to have recurring income coming in. So it's really be really smart if you would add some sort of membership site to whatever it is your highest upsell is, whatever that platinum package is. Add a $39.95 a month, continuity script to it, and just go on PayPal and set it up for your checkout button so that it bills them monthly. All right, or ClickBank if you're doing the Future Pay. All right, that will be a significant change in your sales funnel. So to summarize the entire FSB multiplier upsell and create premium upsell offers, there's two things that you can do. All right, I'm just going to wrap this whole thing and make sure you got it. Number one, turn your info product into a system, then split it up into its individual modules. Create one guide for each of them. Offer the main core guide at a lower price point, but only give the bonus manuals or videos or whatever to the prospects who take the upsell. Number two, add bells and whistles, okay? Better support, private forums, improved guarantees, videos, monthly membership clubs, personal services, etc. Of course, if you do both, then you're going to have the ultimate irresistible offer. This is something that you have to take action with to see the power for yourself. Once you do, you'll thank us later, all right? As with anything, you want to test it, try different variations, try different versions of it, and monitor the results, make the few tweaks, and reap the rewards.